Okay, let's dive in then. Today we're unpacking a really powerful source. It's called Talking About Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And it lays out this specific way, to approach the majesty of Christ when we worship.
A very specific approach, yes.
So our goal here really is to get into the transformation spiritual practical
Mm.
that it says you, the listener, can experience from this.
What's fascinating right off the bat is the scene it sets. You're asked to picture Jesus, uh, not just historically, but enthroned,
Enthroned, yeah.
robed in this absolute light, this glory, and everything, the entire universe, physics, stars, everything that before him. It's meant to be overwhelming, to create awe.
It really is. That imagery is, well, intense.
Right.
Maybe even a little intimidating.
Oh.
And that was it. You'd approach sort of trembling, right?
Right.
But here's what the source says is key, the big distinction.
Right.
The call isn't for a servant shaking in fear. It calls you a beloved subject.
Beloved. Yeah, that's crucial.
Invited, not just to watch the worship, but into real intimacy with the King of Kings. It just reframes the whole thing. It's confidence, not just fear.
Okay. So if you take that invitation, you approach with this awe, but also this love. How does that actually change you inside?
Mm-hmm.
The source talks about this pretty profound internal shift, a remarkable transformation, it calls it.
And it says it starts right away with peace. Like the very first thing you get from approaching like this is a peace that surpasses understanding.
Not just quiet.
No, not just quiet. It's deeper. A serenity that settles in your soul. And it specifically targets, the big things. Doubt, fear, unrest, those deep storms.
Okay, and then it gets into this idea of like internal alignment, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Standing there in that light, his light, the source says, his justice and truth actually flow into you. It's active.
Oh, wow. So it's not just him declaring something about you. It's something happening in you.
Exactly.
A correction. The text describes it almost like a clean sweep.
Yeah.
Every twisted thought, any desire pulling you the wrong way, that sense of injustice you feel or confusion, it all gets aligned with his perfect will. It says his righteousness literally sweeps through your spirit, righting what has been wrong.
So it's making your internal reality actually match up with that heavenly vision you're seeing.
Precise.
And there's another layer too, this internal alignment. It connects you. It doesn't leave you alone in your worship.
Connects you how?
You're brought into the fellowship of his glorious throng. Think angels, archangels, all the saints.
Wow.
Your own praise, your own quiet awe gets woven into the eternal song of heaven. So your personal peace is somehow part of this cosmic harmony. It's a big idea.
That's huge. Okay, so this sounds amazing for, your personal prayer time, your inner life. But what about out here on earth? What's the practical side?
Yeah, good question. The source is really clear on this. Approaching Jesus this way, it's this incredible privilege, yes, but it's also a responsibility.
Yeah.
A serious one. Meaning the peace, the justice, the truth you receive when you're, standing in his presence, it's not supposed to just stay inside you.
Ah, okay. So the daily job then, as this beloved subject, is to reflect it.
That's exactly the word it uses. You're invited to reflect his light to others. Carry that calm, that sense of what's right, that clarity into your actual life, your conversations, your choices.
Right.
So it all comes together. The glory you see in that moment of worship, it's meant to direct your life. Here, your thoughts, your words, your actions, they become the way, the channels that Christ's reign is actually seen on earth.
You make the vision visible. You translate that alignment into how you treat people, how you work.
You got it. That's the goal.
So wrapping up, the core instruction seems to be come with reverence, yes, keep the awe, but come with confidence because you're invited. Let your heart fill with praise. Let your spirit rest in that peace.
And when you do that, you're aligning yourself with, God's eternal purposes. The majesty of Jesus isn't just some distant idea. It becomes your guide, your comfort, your strength right now. It empowers you to live in that fullness of his glory here and now.
Okay, so here's something to maybe chew on this week. If that internal peace really does mean surrendering control, what happens if you try to align just one thing, one wrong desire, maybe one area where you feel friction? Align it with that eternal perspective we talked about. How might that single shift change your outlook, maybe even your actions this week? Something to think about as you go out and reflect.